Okay, the more variation you have from rep to rep in terms of your form, the more difficult it is to track your progress. So maybe you did a little more pull-ups this time, but was that because you kipped a little bit more, or was it because you actually got stronger? Did you really do more, or did you actually do less but just cheat more? And if your reps are so inconsistent that you don't know what you actually did, then you don't know if what you're doing is actually working the way you want it to. Now, for pull-ups, I've talked a lot about standardizing your range of motion, not bouncing out of the bottom, and dialing in your position at the top, but keeping a stable and controlled lower body is just as important as all those other things. Now, one of the most common compensations you see in the pull-up is in the lower body. So bringing your knees forward and then extending your legs to unload the weight and generate a little momentum, basically a kip. And it can be slow and subtle, or it can be fast and aggressive, but either way, it makes for inconsistent and poorly standardized reps. So to fix this, you can let the legs hang straight down below you, and activating your quads and glutes can help create a little tension in your legs to keep them in that position. Now, if you're using a lower bar, like a doorway pull-up bar, and you don't have room to fully hang straight down, then bending your knees while you keep your hips extended is completely fine. It can actually help you keep a chest up position for your arched back pull-ups, so there's nothing wrong with it at all. The key to both of these positions, whether your legs are bent or hanging straight below you, is to keep your hips extended through the entire range of motion instead of letting them swing forward to generate momentum. Now, as for crossing your ankles, it can definitely help you create tension and stability in the lower body since you can squeeze your ankles against each other, but many people have concerns about the asymmetry that it introduces into the pull-up. It is pretty minimal, and from set to set, you can alternate which ankle's on top and which ankle is on bottom. So there's no real issue there. And keep in mind that most of real life is not symmetrical anyway. We do not go through our daily lives matching activity from one side to the other. Plus, humans are not perfectly symmetrical anyway. We have, limb length differences and coordination differences and injuries and trouble spots that aren't equal from one side to the other. And the other thing too is, historically, people have been doing all sorts of asymmetrical things like pulling back on heavy bows, swinging hammers, and doing all sorts of difficult asymmetrically loaded things. They've been doing this for a very long time. Most of us are probably going to be okay crossing our ankles during the pull-up, especially considering we can alternate them from set to set. And if it allows you to maintain better stability and rep consistency, then it's a very good trade-off. So start by taking a video of your current repetitions and keep an eye on your lower body. And if you have some unintended movement in there, then start working on keeping your lower body locked out and stable. It can make a big difference in the consistency of your repetitions, improve the quality, and help you track your progress. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.